Yo, what is going on with y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Big Bro, Lil Bro. I am your host, comedian Lonnie.
And I am The Flash. And this is episode 12.
Yep, episode 12. We are one after the other.
We rolling.
Yes, sir. And today's episode is dating stories.
Sleepless in Atlanta.
Sleepless in Atlanta, dating stories.
Well, I got this from, you remember, it's an old movie, a Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you like white comedies. Tom Hanks was basically a single guy. Wife died. You know, his son called into a show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about how his dad was lonely. Long story short, Meg Ryan, who has a boyfriend, hears the story, but falls in love with Tom, and the rest is history. Well, when I thought about Sleepless in Atlanta, I thought about all the sleepless nights you have dating in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? All the wrong and twisting turns and alleys and odd places you be at, and outside costs $100.
Bruh.
every time you
Crab
go outside,
legs, lamb, lobster, all that.
like Atlanta, the lamb chops, the wings, crab legs,
Lobster tails.
lobster tail steak,
And Sam.
salmon. Oh yeah, for the ones who don't. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, man? How you doing today?
Man, I had a day. I had a weekend. Let's just say that.
Okay, go ahead.
And I guess I'll start this off with my little mini-ish story. Is it wrong? All right, no, fuck it. I'm gonna just give a story instead of that. So, kicking it with a girl, right?
Okay.
Um,
Gotta get my hat right.
we chilling.
Okay.
Obviously, it's getting late. Now, she comes over after 12 already.
Oh Jesus.
All right. It's late.
Mm-hmm.
It's late. And I'm like, okay, I make my request. I'm like, I'm saying, put on something short. You know what I'm saying? She shows up and it cool. We chilling for a little while. And of course it gets late. What happens? Oh, I'm tired. I'm like, all right, well, we go upstairs to this bed.
Is it bedtime? Okay.
Feed her to the mattress. In your words. So, we get up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you be sleeping in clothes? And she was like, nah, like at home I be sleeping naked. But like, since I'm here, like, I probably just keep a sports bra on. Like, I'm already thinking like, that's weird as hell. Like, you can keep just a sports bra on? Like, what the? All right, cool. Got you. Whatever. So, I'm going straight for it. We do it. We in the, like, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like, at this point, so I get up on that thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She had kept some little like shorts on or whatever, and then she took those off, little panties on or whatever. So she was like, "We not fucking."
Whoa. Okay.
I was like,
I'm glad you're saying this, but go ahead. I want to finish the story.
I was like, I already told you what it was. Like, you knew what the deal was. I mean, you can leave, or you can go sleep in one of these other rooms. So, she like, what? I'm like, you knew what it was. Like, you can leave, or you can go sleep in another room. If like, because this is what this is going to come with. So, I'm sitting there like, okay. She's just like, you can touch it. I'm like, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm playing along. I'm like at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, she just mean like, okay, like touch it meaning like, but you ain't really gonna get nothing like that. I ain't thinking. I'm like, oh, she just like. So, of course, you know what I'm saying? I, make my way, mosey on down. I'm rubbing on it. And I'm like, oh, damn.
So you're at the spot.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is gushy as hell down here. Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is wow. This is lovely. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like we percolating with something. Like I'm like, we about to go crazy. So, I'm about to pull out the meat and grab grab the prophylactics or
The
protection.
the situation.
Yeah. Okay. So she like, what you doing? You got your dick out? And I'm like, what? I ain't even pull my meat out yet. I'm like, but you can't come over here and touch it. I just said a touch, and then she like moved my hand away. I'm like, all right. Oh, I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I got you. I know what time it is. All right, just like try again. Okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, let me go in. I'm like, yeah, let me go in here. Like, all right. Hit her with the rub situation, skin smooth, come down, working on it, get back to the gushies. I'm like, all right, we're back here. Cool. And girls start doing that and they body give in. They, they like grooving with you. And
my mind is telling me no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So then I'm in it for like a minute. She like grabs my hand, takes it. I'm like, that's it. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I told, like, what? This ain't making no sense. Either we about to have sex or you about to leave or go in the room. Those choices are clear. Like, I'm not understanding what's wrong with this. She like, no, we not having sex. I'm like, all right, cool.
So what happened?
So I lay there. I'm looking up at the ceiling. I'm like, of course I can't sleep. Sleepless in Atlanta. You see how I worked that in? So I'm sitting there like, all right. The exact same thing. Dude, to the T, it plays out the exact same way. And I'm like, all right. That's the third time. Like, I really don't got time for this shit. So then, she texts me the next day. And she's like, she texts me the next day. Have a little bit of a normal conversation. Then she was just like, you was rude as fuck. I was like, what you mean? She was like, you told me either I can leave or I can go sleep in one of the other rooms.
I mean,
now, I wrote out a response. I'm like going off like, you knew what it was like. I'm like, okay, that's not gonna go over well. So I like erase it, write something else, erase it.
Okay.
Then I was just like, my bad. Now the question comes in: was I wrong for giving that stipulation?
Okay. First thing first, you wasn't wrong for giving the stipulation. But what we talked about last week was expectations. Mm-hmm. You was expecting something. Have you ever did this with her before? Mm-mm. Okay. Once again, this is a new experience. So, did you guys have conversation leading up to it?
Like through text message and other stuff,
Yes,
or just
yes. Like
yeah. We've. I won't say we've like full on said it was a thing. It was just like it was an understood thing of like, if you come to spend the night.
Okay, so
that's what I'm expecting.
Okay, so she got here. How was the vibe?
It was real like. It was like a only thing I can relate it to is like it was like a sneaky thing. It was like she came to drop off pussy. Like, that's how, like, from the moment, okay, excuse me, to drop off a piece of pie, right? She, walking in, no, all right. So I'm like, all right, cool.
That was your expectation that she was going to do that. But she never actually told you. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, she never said that, like, okay, yes, we're going to.
Okay, so here's the thing.
But I also never asked, like, are we tonight? Yes,
here's the thing. Be upfront, be personable, like, hey, what are we doing? But you got to use different kind of words, different kind of things. It is what it is. You got to use different kind of words. The problem with most of us is we have an expectation, like expectation and a reality. You know what I mean? And if that ain't something y'all ever discussed, I feel you, because you're like, if that was the case, you shouldn't even came over here.
Yeah.
But another thing, if that was the case, women like the option. We like options, but when it comes to that, women have options because women control access to sex.
Okay.
Men control access to relationships.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line between expectation and realization.
Uh-huh.
And that's what happens. That's why Sleepless in Atlanta is so important, because it's so many rules of dating. Like, I was looking at this guy. I'm about to put my notes. I was looking at this guy. I follow him. I've been following him on Instagram for years. named David Burris. He's a coach and counselor. He counsels relationships. He said, "It's 7 relationship mistakes that singles regularly make."
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, you made you made a mistake. You made a mistake without making your expectations clear, regardless if she does or not. So you have a clear point of what she wants and what you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I have to go. Relationships are business. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women use that as a bargaining tool.
Okay.
Which there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hindsight goes to the highest bidder, whether it's financial or emotional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or what her eyes say. That's basically what it is. And a lot of people gonna say it's wrong, but hey, prove me wrong. Back to what I was saying about the relationships. He was saying, number one, rushing past the friend zone. Like so many of us, we just rush past being friends. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
Getting to know each other, even before sex. Like, let me get to know who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get to know how we communicate. Let me see you mad. Let me see your day not go well.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see how we can navigate through that.
Yeah.
2, he uses marrying them in your head. I'm saying all these things. I'm gonna go back to your story after I finish this.
No, go ahead.
Marrying in your head. A lot of times, men and women, see, you betted her in your head before you actually really even understood how you guys connect.
Mm-hmm.
How the emotion, how the flow of the energy, how the charisma, how the mojo of the room. You have to know how to read the room when it comes to women. Most men do not.
Mm-hmm.
But that comes from, so many stop go, hot cold. That's why you have to your point, you try to be very, very blatant, but you didn't set ground rules and you didn't set boundaries. Because now she was uncomfortable and she made you uncomfortable in your house. Because you're thinking like, hey, you're over here, it's about to go down. And she like, because I'm over here, it shouldn't mean it has to go down.
Yeah. It's just I'm just like hearing
Yeah. So you have to set the boundary from both parties. See, relationship negotiation.
Yeah, some people would disagree. The women, I would say people would disagree with you, but please break that down. I agree with you.
It's negotiation. It's negotiation because though, I may want this, you may want that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if it's 7 days in a week, just like being married, if it's 7 days in a week and you want sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the person you marry is not a sexual person. Number one, you shouldn't have married them in the first place. But since you did, let's go along.
Well, yeah, let's go while we're here. Yeah.
Now, because you agreed to marry her and she's not a sexual person, now in your head, you got to figure out what days work for her and what days work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, well, make it organic. It ain't organic if she ain't sexual. Because then she's just doing just to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, though, I said you should date a like-minded dater. I've said this for 11 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to drop it off, you got to meet a woman who's going to drop that thing off. You know what I'm saying? If you want a woman who like to cuddle, you got to date a woman who like to cuddle. But back to negotiations. Negotiations is, hey, I would do this for this. That's all relationships are. Guys ain't going out to eat every doggone day because he like going out to eat with you. It's wasteful. Men can't think that way.
Yeah.
Men can't think, hey, I got an extra $500 because outside costs $500. I got extra $500 a month.
Yeah.
That's $2,000. $5,000 a week. That's $2,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's $24,000 a year.
Yeah. And
that's where we mess up at, because we start something, and that's the problem with us, because we're not very, very clear and cut in our wants and needs in the relationship in the negotiation stages. That's why you can't rush past the friend zone. That's why in that friend zone, friend zone and dating are not the same thing. Women think that once we go on 2 dates, we're dating. No, we're still friends until we establish that we're dating. Because once you start you're dating, then you establish the exclusive. We're gonna talk about that next week.
Damn.
So I ain't really trying to go.
No. That's good though. I like that. I like that. And just us, I guess, like you said, my problem is not stating.
Yeah, like Biggie says, rules to this. I wrote me a manual.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem is, once again, dating after 30, dating in your 40s, dating in Atlanta is it's no rules. I keep saying it all the time, it's no rules. There's no rules of engagement. No one is actually.
But there needs to be.
It needs to be, dude, it has to be lower order. It has to be order. Yeah. Order in the court. So once again, old boy said, number 2, marrying them in your head. Mm-hmm. See, in your head and then what you see are 2 different things. Because in your head will tell you, be lying to you. Nah, I'll tell you back. Your head be telling you the truth. Your eyes be lying to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You be thinking this girl body ready to party, but her head ain't there. You know what I'm saying? 3, hearing what you want to hear and not what's being said. Once again, that's another sense. Now, first I use the head, the thinking process. I use the eyes, the seeing what's in front of you. Now we're gonna go to the ear. What is your what are you
comprehension?
What are you comprehending?
Hey, 3 C's: communication, comprehension, and compliance.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. I had to drop that on y'all real quick.
That is a good. Lonnie.
Do you have the
that
3
is a
C's?
That is an excellent segue. Number 4.
Okay.
Giving too much info too soon. You don't know this person gonna be around you long enough, so they don't need to know everything about you. They don't need to know everybody's name, your mama name, blah blah blah. But they do need to know sooner or later. Like in stages. In stages.
Yeah.
In conversation. Like I was listening to Creflo Dollar that he was talking about some, hey man, you gotta ask the person like this. Just because you guys are equally yoked don't mean because y'all both go to church together. Know what I'm saying?
That was that when he was going on this rant? He was
he was like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But he was right. See, when it comes to this, man, when it comes to dating, come to dating and mating, it's rules. The animal kingdom got rules. Why we ain't got no rules? You know what I'm saying? And let me go to the next one. The next one, dating with no clear strategy. Once y'all got finished talking and being friends, we talking, we dating exclusively. What's the game plan? What's the end goal? What's the end game? What's the Thanos? What is the end game?
What are we? Okay.
What are we doing?
What are we fighting for?
Shit, no.
I mean, like, what are we working towards?
What are we working in?
Yeah.
Like sometimes we be working on separate goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell my female friends, sometimes when a woman has vision, but a man has direction. When a man is telling you the direction that he's trying to go, where he's trying to lead, like my last name is Tarver, where I'm trying to go. I need somebody to get on my train. I ain't getting on your train. It's my train. This ain't a partnership.
I just watched something today. The Godfather, he was talking about that. Ladies refer to marriage as a partnership.
This is not a partnership. We're married. Now we're partners in marriage, but this is not a partnership. Cause we don't go down there, like I said, I keep saying, we don't go down there and get both our names on the paper. The whatevers and the whatevers.
He's speaking for the majority. I know it's gonna be that one person, but like it's some people that do. They do.
They hyphenate.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
y'all know what we saying.
So yeah, there's no strategy, and I tell brothers, don't be telling her that y'all dating and she your girlfriend. You ain't got no plan for her. Don't tell her that. Why? Don't do that. But women don't like when you tell them the truth too. Hey man, I just like spending time with you. I don't. Oh, so if you see me dating so and so, would you care? No, not really. Why? You don't think that much of me? Yeah, I think a lot of you. So I think so much of you. I ain't trying to lock you in and be over here lying to you. I'd rather you be able to do, because you're gonna do what you want to do regardless. So you don't need my permission. You don't need a permission slip from me. I'm not your father. And you grown. Only people you need permission from, and hypothetically not really permission, is from your father and your husband. Every person in between is null and void. That's why the father's supposed to give you off to your husband. Because his responsibility and his provision, not just monetary, His provision is of the spiritual and the looking after and the providing and the looking around and making sure you're okay and being under his covering is now going to the husband. So many boyfriends, so many women make boyfriends husbands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See, you go from having your daddy's name to your husband's last name. Because everybody in your daddy family had your daddy's last name.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're married, that last name goes away because now you're on a new covenant with your husband. And y'all start your own thing. And then you are under his leadership.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, Billy. Yeah.
That's the thing about dating. A lot of us, we try to skim past that. Okay, number 6, he says, rushing to commitment.
Bruh.
Like I say all the time, when a woman like you, y'all go together. Y'all are literally in a committed relationship. The moment she fixes her face to say she like you, you guys are now in a committed relationship. The moment she had fixed her face, mouth, eyes, ideas, all her senses, her heart and soul to think that you're the one, y'all go together. And the thing is, until y'all had that talk, y'all don't go together. But the thing is, it's not about going together because where y'all going?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at things like that. Then this last one, compromising your values. That girl may have values that she's not giving up too easily.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be good. It's just the camera took on.
Yeah, her value may be that she ain't giving it up too easily.
Mm-hmm.
And your value may be like, well, you ain't coming over here without giving it up. Well, the values sometimes be misplaced. So therefore, that's why you got to get a woman on your program.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I say all the time, you got to date like-minded dater. I don't care how much you like somebody. If y'all ain't like-minded, it's always gonna be a problem.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gonna butt heads. I see it. I see it. I agree with that.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, tonight I'm drinking wine, y'all.
Toned it down today.
I'm toning it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I put Jimmy down. Yeah, I put Jimmy down. Jimmy be back next week. Jimmy early. Jimmy like though, and Jimmy like though.
Jimmy.
Yeah. So those are things. So man, you know, like I got 1,000 dating stories, but I don't date. I'm not a dater. I want a girlfriend. I don't date. You know
man, it's you know what's crazy now? Like it sounds weird to say, but the caliber of women that I'm trying to talk to or would like to start dating or seeing, whatever the case may be, it's so unfamiliar to me. And I only say that because like these women be like listening to women's stories sometimes, they don't never tell the whole truth.
Of course, man, you got to decipher that because, bruh.
But it be stuff that you be like,
nah.
What?
It go back to what we said, the mama trauma. You basically talking about some, oh yeah, I mean, you know, you're a good, kind-hearted person. I'll save you. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time.
Yeah. But like, I've like recently been listening to more women's stories. It'd be about weird stuff. Like,
boy, I told you every dude be Mister from Color Purple.
Yeah.
Ike Turner.
yeah.
The dude from for Color Girls.
Yep.
It's always the dude from the Tyler Perry movies.
Damn.
It's always
The story I just heard was literally he was Ike. Swear to God, he was Ike.
It's always, hey, you ain't never gonna meet a woman like this. I did this man wrong. I did XYZ. That dude was trying to love on me. He was trying to be proper to me. He was trying to be kind to me, and I did him wrong. It's always gonna be I did him wrong, but because of and this and he this.
Yeah, man, girls be stories I be hearing. Girls will be like, they always say all the good stuff that they did for him, and be like, yeah, but he wasn't ready or something like that. And he'd be like,
but you know, hey, because to them they the ready police. They say when a man finds a wife, shoot, they be like this. I was trying to be a wife, but he wasn't no man. Like, yo, who told you the ready police? Who told you to use relationship police like this? And them be the ones with the most. Look, bro.
Man, this shit is sad. I just called right before you walked in. I called my sister. I said, "Are we cursed?" She was like, "What you mean? From like dating?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Shit, we might be."
Let me tell you something, man. You're not cursed. It's not a curse. It's not none of that. Let me tell you what it really is. You got everybody fail to see the big picture. Everybody wants the Disney.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we think that exists. You can't have joy without pain. Pain don't last long. Joy don't last long. You got to receive it how it comes, whether when it goes up and it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with us in our generation, in our society, we think we love Jesus, everything gonna be good. They think once we find the dude of our dreams, he supposed to be a perfect guy. We find a girl of our dreams. She ain't never messed with no dude ever before you, which that's a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Virgins out here. Just grabbing the virgins.
The Virgin Mary, like the Immaculate Conception or something. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo. Then you get these women looking for stepdaddies for their children, and these guys looking for somebody to help them pay all their bills. Yeah, ladies, I'm helping y'all out. I mean, cause my homegirls are talking about why guy he financially immature. Cause that would happen when you ain't never had no money before. Everybody do that when they ain't never had no money.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, you get $100,000, you gonna spend at least 20 on nothing.
Nothing at all.
Shoot,
I know.
Hey, a MacBook, 2 iPhones, the Gucci stove. You gonna spend all your money right there.
No, right there, that quick. Trust me, I know y'all.
You spend 20 bands right there.
He is not lying to you.
Cause you know you gotta buy your MacBook and a new iPad.
Got to. Just cause all of a sudden you need it.
All of a sudden you need it because you're like, shoot, I'm doing business.
Yeah, bruh.
And you gotta get the gray one. I mean, I know I did it, but I'm just saying you gotta get the gray one. You know what I'm saying?
And then you want to get the little customization on it.
Hey, then I go to the red bottom store. They hurt. I'm so all mine. So they hurt. I go in there and get you 2 pair.
Man,
$3,000. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
$3,000.
Easy.
Then I go get you a Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? $500.
Or a little Fendi or something.
Little Fendi belt. Hey, then a Scully. You know what I'm saying? $400. But I said to say this. Got all off track.
No.
Need to be doing so much. Well, I'm saying like this, man. When it comes to dating, man, it's so hard. It's funny when you dating and like you don't be on your 4 or 5 date, 5th date or whatever, and a woman don't never say nothing like, "Hey," they pull their card out and say, "I got you." That's the most attractive thing a woman will never do. That a lot of women don't do, but a lot of women do. I mean, they do. We just speaking on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I did have a girl. She's paid recently, actually, and she was like, "I mean, I invited you out." So, and I was like, I didn't even know that there was women that think like this.
Yeah, because see, when women don't invite you out no more, what they do is they hint they want to see you. So for you to invite them,
yeah, yeah, let's get up. And be like, well, me and my homegirl was gonna go here, and you then you get suckered in. Bring her too. Idiots.
Yeah, and then you don't pay for both of them.
You got. You got.
And then spend the whole time on the phone texting each other, taking pictures of their food, talking about some me and sis.
Now that I think about it, I think this girl tried to get me to come out and spend money on her and her girlfriend. Like it's her literal girlfriend though. Like they're together in a relationship. But every time she was like, "Oh, we need to get up," like, and then she would send me a flyer that she was hosting or something. I'd be like,
she wants you to be a fanboy.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I don't. That's not even my scene. That's not even my scene at all.
She wanted you to be a fanboy. She wanted you to be the man, be the man fan.
Yeah, I can't do that. Can't do that, baby girl.
No baby cakes.
Good, cause it's. But that'd be my thing. I just be like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the key to anything is. I don't know what anything is because I'm like,
man, the key to life is really some understanding. The key of it really is to try to find a common ground with someone.
Yeah.
See, a lot of us we don't do that. we're so focused on trying to be right or wanting to go our way or trying to make it be suitable for us that we don't even care about the other party involved. We're so selfish.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to relationships, men and women. Even though men supposed to be the man and run and control the relationship, a lot of men are selfish. And
I think you're right. Just to piggyback off of that, I think some men take being the man and being in control as I make every decision. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's my way or the highway for everything. I can say even for me, I think sometimes I get that misconstrued. Like, no, that don't mean that.
Because we've been taught wrong. We've been taught our ancestors came from power, to my Africa, but when we got here, our power was taken. So now we just came from an inner power, but now we get a little money. The outer situation takes over our common sense. Love thy brother, love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? It's such a friend of mine said, man, Tez, man, sometimes I be thinking you're jaded from being married. And I told her, I said, well, I'm not jaded in all honesty, because I tell all y'all to go get married. If I was jaded, I'd be like, nigga, don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah, stay away from
I
it.
tell you, go do it. Because the right spouse in the right headspace, in the right situation, will get you through all the ups and all the downs. But you have to be right. You have to be right for you. You have to be right with yourself. You have to be where you need to be.
Yeah.
Like, man, guys don't take their mental health as serious.
We don't.
You know, I watch a show called Married in Huntsville. You know, that's my show. You watch that show?
Yeah.
That's my show. Hey, man. I like watching the different couples and the different dynamics. No, I was going to talk about the guy name. He married Melanie Martell. You know, me and my homegirl Sharonda, we talk about it all the time. She be like, he's a narcissist and blah, 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 which he is. But I tell her the reason why. I said, I see it. I'm looking at him. I'm watching why he's like that. He's guarded. Because he thought that, his job was to get on, get some money, get a beautiful wife, take care of my family. And he thought the provision was just to pay them bills. And if I had somewhere to sleep at, because that's what old heads and old women have taught young black boys. That's why, once again, we put the money phones right here. I got it. That's why we do the Nick Cannon and have these babies without marrying. You know what I'm saying? Because I can afford it. We do all the most craziest things because we can afford it. Everything is predicated to the fact that you can afford. You know what I mean? But the payment that you pay is not the money. It is the emotion that is the provision, the love and the care. That's the provision. The money ain't the provision. The love is love. Find a way to love you through it all. That's the provision. But a lot of people don't see it because a lot of people don't even realize how important that provision is. I can give you money to go to the candy later, but the candy lady down the street. Before I could trust you to walk down the street by yourself, I'm gonna walk you down there a couple times, and then the first couple times you walk down there by yourself, I'm still gonna look out the window to see if I see you. I'm trying to provide a comfort. I'm trying to provide, like I talk all the time, I'm trying to provide a covering. That's why dating, find the right mate and find the right person to date and to build with is so important. That's why you can't rush to date everyone. That's why you can't rush past the friend zone. That's why you can't rush the commitment. That's why you can't rush to have a baby with a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because you ain't okay. Yep.
You ain't even you basically pregnant longer than you do even been in contact with each other. And with men, quit rushing to move in with a chick.
Please.
Quit rushing.
I learned the hard way.
I'm a save every woman I meet because every woman remind me of my mama. Quit rushing. It's okay to take your time. And as a man, when you on your purpose and where you need to be, your time is valuable. I ain't telling you to waste her time now. That's not what I'm saying. You know, a lot of people think they hear take your time. They think the other end of that is waste her time.
Mm-hmm. Subconsciously, yeah, for sure.
We be like, oh, you wasting her time. Nah, sometimes it's not ain't about no wasting her time. It's about understanding the type of time you on. Get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why dating ain't where it's supposed to be. That's why we having a hard time, and a lot of women, they not in a position to be nobody's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, they not in a position to be nobody's mama. I saw a meme earlier. A chick says, "If your baby mama so bad, why you leave her alone with your kids?" Hell, I don't know you or the kid. You don't know, you know what I mean? So we don't take the time out for stuff. We don't take our time. Everything's on a rush. Everything's on a must-have today.
Yeah, I agree with you. Everything.
Even with sex. Don't rush sex. If it happens, it happens. But don't rush it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know what kind of emotional baggage will come along with that box you was trying to open. You don't know what's in that Pandora. Now you talking about the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't know what's in there, bro.
Yeah.
Take your time. I say de-discipline, bro. And the thing is, since you didn't know her as y'all wasn't on that level, she shouldn't be staying over.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
She gotta go home at a certain time. See, you gotta have a standard for yourself when it comes to dating too. Hey, this ain't the spot you gonna come over and kick it after you don't hook with your homegirls all night just to sleep off the liquor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
This ain't that.
This ain't that, and that ain't this. Is that what you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. All of that is wise. So going into any next situation, or just even I literally said this earlier. I was like I'm gonna ask Tez about it. If he compels me to understand my actions and what was wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? Then I will hit old girl up, and
Yeah.
Otherwise I was gonna not hit her up.
No. You need to apologize and just let it be what it be. Not because you're trying to get something.
Yeah.
But the whole thing's about when it comes to intercourse and all that other stuff, it has to be accountability.
Yeah.
And you got to create a space for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she giving you something. You giving her something, she giving you something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be mutual on both spectrums. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, and you know what? I'm actually I'm glad that I even told that story, only because it's given first dudes real life at like what's going on, but it's like checking it, like, or like no, like you was out of line for this. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. However, you got to see the other side of it. So I think that was dope that y'all even got to see that. Like that really happened. That's not something that I made up or anything.
Yeah, because I understand exactly how you feel. You like, shit, you here. Like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of that stuff need to be established. I ain't saying it's a must-have today. Because, I mean, I felt that way. Mm-hmm. Through my life, shoot. I've been out here these last 25 years since I was 13, 14, 15, you know what I'm saying?
You with the wine glass saying that's crazy.
Hey, I've been out here showing out.
Yeah. So I will hit her up and kind of clear the air.
Yeah, because though, just speaking on the last episode, I saw a lot of feedback from it, and we really appreciate it, y'all. Please like, follow, subscribe.
Please.
The audacity, I love how you got it off.
Mm-hmm.
That emotion. But the thing is being a man, you have to know how to navigate through that. Your presence has to be felt a different kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't like men who are dictators, even though contrary to popular belief that you think that's they run for, they go for and they like this person and that person, whatever. Mm-hmm. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever let nobody take who you are as a person out, because man, you a smooth dude. You just gotta keep giving them pleasure. Well, I tell you, a salt can kill a snail, but can't do nothing to a player, bro. You gotta keep giving them pleasure, man. Okay, you gotta give them pleasure. You gotta make it feel like it's a pleasure to be over here with you. You gotta make it feel like when she pull up on you next time, she wanna bring bottles, even though you don't even drink no more. She just wanna bring bottles just for the house. Mm-hmm. You wanna make it feel like when she come over here, she wanna bring a plate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just her pie. Bring a plate.
Yeah, feed her, brother.
Yeah, but you gotta make them. But your presence gotta make them want to do that. Problem with a lot of guys is their presence don't do. Their presence don't stand on solid. That's what he say. He say stand on solid. Their presence don't stand on solid.
This is
their presence more so make them be on edge, if that makes sense.
This is very eye opening for me, like. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know how, but this entire world of dating, like this, it feels like I have never been here ever in my life. Like this feels like the most unfamiliar thing.
But you've never been here. Have you ever been your age before?
No.
So you ain't never been before?
Yeah.
And then when people say, well, back in the days of dating, how long you been dating? In the 70s, you weren't even around. In the 80s, you was just a baby. In the 90s, you was puppy love like Bow Wow. In the 2000s, you like Soulja Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't even know nothing about. This is uncharted waters for everyone. Mm-hmm. My goal is this: find you a suitable mate. Once again, mm-hmm. Find somebody who's compatible to you, who can comprehend who you are, who can read the room, who is cooperative to the things that you're trying to do, but you also got to create those safe spaces for her to be able to do that. And that's when you find, because now you have now cut your man eyes on. That's why, we talk about these women all the time. I like talking about dating, but now we just, for the formality, it's just changing. See, now you're turning got your man eyes on. Mm-hmm. That's how you know what a wife looks like. See, from a boy doesn't know what a wife looks like.
A wife. Wow.
A wife.
Jesus Christ, that was like okay.
A wife requires. Damn. Husband eyes only. That's why that's why I be on these women so much by giving everything to everybody. Everybody don't supposed to have what your husband have. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you, I don't use them. Like I said, manhood to me is short for maturation.
Okay.
Because you're moving to the next plateau.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See, boys think living a life alone with just toys, boys and their toys, mm-hmm. is cool. But God said it wasn't good for men to live alone. Finding that wife sometimes makes you a man. It makes you a better man. So just like I heard LeBron say, he wouldn't be where he had if he wouldn't have had Savannah, which I understand what you're saying. He should have used a better context, because they don't make man child. I mean, Savannah and Gloria and whoever your daddy is made mm-hmm. a giant. Mm-hmm. Savannah didn't help make a giant. But I understand what he was saying. Being with Savannah kept my head a little clearer.
Yeah.
Because you ain't focused on that BS. You ain't focused on these baby mamas. You ain't focused on how many girls you gonna slay. You ain't focused on how many girls you gonna hang out with tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got something to do because you got a wife.
Yeah.
Those are some of the good attributes of having a wife. And I'm talking about having a wife because a dating story, when you start dating and dating exclusively and building, supposed to move forward to having a wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I tell people I don't date. Because I'm not in a position to have another wife. Because it's like I said all the time, it's some stuff I got to work on.
Mm-hmm.
It's some straightening I got to do with my emotions and where I want to be, what I want to be next. Self-preservation is the number one rule of life. So therefore, you have to be in a position to know how to self-care, self-build, even self-medicate. Not in a or drinking way or smoking way, but just seeking out help to help yourself. Seeking out a therapist, seeking out counsel. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff goes, and all of these things, if you don't do this properly, will have you sleepless in Atlanta. Because you be out every night searching for something. And everybody else. There's so many people out here in their 40s searching for someone. They're like bugs looking for a new host. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got that, like I meet women, they got to have a new man. The other man did it wrong. They ain't happy unless they got a new man. The women ain't happy unless they got them a man. They at home, let's Tony Braxton got to find me a man. And the thing is, they go get a piece of man, piece of cake. They go get a piece of man and take him to a piece of cake. They don't realize they just a piece of, and they can't get no piece. A whole bunch of pieces in there. You know what I'm saying? Reese's Pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I see them wheels turning. What you thinking about over there?
Man, I'm just what you said about, you know what I'm saying, now that you got your man eyes on, and I'm just thinking about life and like how blessed I am to be in a position to be living my purpose, so I can see that.
To do all of those things.
Because I don't think I ever would have seen it.
No, because your man
or understood that quote, I would say.
Your man eyes had to come in. They see. Your man eyes are just like when your baby being born. The eyes are bluer. They open the eyes up. You know what I'm saying? When you're a boy, in your adolescence, when you out here doing whatever, your eyes, you got a different vision. When your eyes come on, the first is kind of blurry. A lot of men get their man eyes late. Some get them early, and some need men to tell them and show them what to be looking for. That's the thing about being big bro, little bro. My job is to tell you what you're supposed to be looking for. Because I've been to the mountaintop. What King say? I went to the mountaintop. I may not join y'all. The same thing.
Yeah, that guidance is
everything in life is parallel.
That guidance is very important.
Like I told you, I told you 3 episodes ago. The person you need to be dating is yourself. Now, somebody want to come over and hang out, that's cool. Ain't no pressure. Want to come out and hang out, cool. But just what I know, to your point, I know what I want. And if they ain't what you want to do, I'm just letting you know what I want. And that's your option. You know what I'm saying? But don't just be over here hanging out and you know what I want. Because now you're using me.
Yeah.
Now you use me, I'm your buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, if there was any episode that had some gems in it, at least for me, like, y'all don't understand. Like, that was good insight for real. That was, man. So I'm gonna hit Shorty up, make things right. And I appreciate you for even, being able to get me to see that. Because I think it was important to that. And this is what Big Bro, Little Bro is all about, y'all. So please like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Leave a comment. Tell us what topics y'all want us to see, what y'all want to see more of, less of, whatever it is. come on, man. We getting the views. Come on now, like building a community here. So, as always, we appreciate y'all. I am comedian Lonnie.
I am the Flash.
We out, baby.
And once again, before we get out, hey man, this right here is a safe space. No trolling, no negative comments. Keep that to yourself. We trying to spread positivity all around here. No fake pages, no fake love, no fake likes. Let's keep everything on up and up. Let's keep everything where it's supposed to be, because we're building. This right here is a decompress for both of us and all of us. This is a space for men, and I talk to men about men. You know what I'm saying? And women, I love y'all feedback. Come in, talk to us, and show us what we can do better in the teaching methods. Once again, I'm the Flash,
comedian Lonnie,
and we're out.